before the first question was even finished, the Commons was already boiling, voices rising, order breaking down, and in just minutes it became clear this was no ordinary PMQs. What happened next left Westminster stunned and put Keir Starmer on the defensive like never before. Welcome to Power and Policy UK, the channel where Westminster drama meets real political impact. We cut through the noise, break down the power plays, and bring you the moments that shape Britain's future. If it moves Parliament, you'll hear it here first. Breaking news coming out of Westminster today as Prime Minister's questions descended into one of the most heated sessions in recent memory, with the House of Commons visibly turning on Keir Starmer in a fiery and chaotic showdown that few inside the chamber seemed prepared for. What began as a routine PMQs quickly spiraled into open confrontation, raised voices, and moments that underscored just how volatile British politics has become right now. From the very first exchange, the atmosphere in the Commons was tense. Starmer entered the chamber under pressure, facing mounting criticism not just from the opposition benches, but increasingly from voices that would normally be expected to hold the line. As questions came thick and fast, it became clear that patience was wearing thin. MPs interrupted, murmurs turned into audible frustration, and the Speaker was forced repeatedly to call for order as the temperature in the room continued to rise. The flashpoint came when Starmer was challenged on leadership credibility and direction. What might once have been a predictable back and forth turned into something far more confrontational. MPs pressed him hard, accusing him of evasiveness and demanding clarity on issues that have been simmering for weeks. Each response seemed only to fuel the discontent further, with audible groans and sharp reactions echoing across the chamber. What made this PMQs particularly striking was that the pressure didn't come from just one side. Instead, Starmer appeared boxed in from multiple directions, with criticism reflecting broader unease about policy consistency, political strategy, and trust. The sense that the Commons itself was pushing back created a rare and uncomfortable dynamic, one that left little room for the usual political theater to smooth things over. As the exchanges grew more heated, the Speaker intervened more frequently, urging MPs to calm down and allow answers to be heard. But control was fleeting. Interruptions continued, tempers flared, and the chamber felt closer to boiling point than debate. For viewers watching live, it was one of those moments where PMQs transforms from a weekly ritual into a genuine political reckoning. Starmer attempted to regain footing, shifting tone and emphasizing stability and responsibility. Yet the pushback persisted, suggesting that this wasn't just about one answer or one policy, but about a deeper frustration that has been building beneath the surface. In several moments, it was clear that the room wasn't fully with him, and that realization alone marked a significant moment in today's session. Political observers were quick to note how unusual the atmosphere was. PMQs is often loud and confrontational, but today felt different. The reactions were sharper, the interruptions more sustained, and the sense of discontent more unified. It raised immediate questions about what this means for Starmer's authority and how this moment will resonate beyond the chamber. Outside Westminster, the fallout began almost instantly. Clips circulated online within minutes, headlines rolled in, and commentators debated whether this PMQs marked a turning point or simply a particularly bad day under intense scrutiny.
Supporters argued that tough questioning is part of the job and that Starmer held his ground. Critics, however, saw a leader struggling to command the room at a critical moment. What's undeniable is that today's PMQs revealed the fragility of the current political climate. With pressure mounting across multiple fronts, moments like this carry weight far beyond the chamber walls. They shape narratives, influence public perception, and can linger long after the shouting dies down. As the session finally drew to a close, the tension remained palpable. MPs filed out, still animated, conversations spilling into corridors and onto social media. For Starmer, this was not just another PMQs checked off the calendar. It was a stark reminder that leadership in this environment comes with relentless scrutiny and very little margin for error. The question now is what comes next. Will this confrontation harden opposition, prompt a change in approach, or fade into the background as the next political storm arrives? For now, one thing is clear. Today's fiery PMQs has sent a shockwave through Westminster, and the echoes of this showdown are far from over.
You've been watching Power and Policy UK, your source for sharp analysis, breaking political moments, and the stories driving UK power and policy. If you want to stay ahead of Westminster, subscribe now, and I'll see you in the next breakdown.